Welcome back to our class. Today we are going to be making some Pedro Linares inspired alebrijes out of Model Magic. You're going to get an entire little tube of it and you're going to use your scissors to cut it open, and then you're going to separate it into some different parts. I have parts for the body, and then I have a section for the head or wings, and then I have a section for the legs. So right now I'm taking the largest part and I am mushing it with my fingers and making a form that would be the main structure of the body of the animal that I'm going to make. If you would like to sketch out an animal really quickly on a little scrap piece of paper, just so you can envision what kind of animal you want to make, what kind of alebrije you want to make. Next, I am making the head of my alebrije. So I'm using my fingers. You should have a little bit of water at your desk, and you can dip your finger into the water and it will easily connect these pieces together. I'm using glue, but I think it's much easier to use a little bit of water on your fingers. Next, I'm going to make the legs, and I'm taking that extra piece of clay and I'm using my scissors to cut it. You can dip your finger into some water and push it on. Make sure your legs are not super skinny. This has to hold up your whole structure. So press them on, pinch them a little bit, smooth them together, just like if we were to actually work with real clay like we do in the spring. It's the same thing. It's just a little bit easier to work with. This is very similar to Play-Doh. So you want to get each section just a little bit wet, and then rub it with your finger. Anything that has been pinched too small may end up breaking or cracking off of your sculpture here, so we definitely don't want to do that. The leftover clay that I have, I'm going to make wings, because a lot of Linares' dreams and things, these mythical animals, they had some sort of wings in them. So if you remember seeing the movie Coco, you've probably saw that lion and it had the wings in it. So those animals in that movie were actually inspired by Pedro Linares and his sculptures and his animals. You do need a little bit of water every time you want to attach something to your sculpture. And you can use your scissors to create all kinds of designs. You can actually use your fingers if you need some extra clay. You can actually use your fingers and just pinch or cut any little bits of clay from your main part, and you can form extra things. Like I just pinched it and cut it and I formed a horn and ears. You can use the pencils at your desk to make holes in your sculpture to add texture. You can use the scissors to cut a mouth, or maybe to cut little feet, toes for your alebrije. You can definitely use it to make feathers on your wings. And once you're done, you're going to write your name and your class secret code on a piece of paper and lay your alebrije on the paper and then bring it to me until next week when we start painting it. And some of our sculptures may sag a little bit. You don't have to have wings, but have fun